have these 2 empty tanks today, and so I thought I might as well start 2 new shrimp tanks and see how many shrimp I can get. I already have this shrimp tank going, so I'm gonna add some of these into here. And I've already started adding dirt into this one because I'm gonna add crypto corn into this one, and so I'll have nutrients to feed on. But for this 5 gallon that I'm gonna use, I'm gonna do a bare bottom tank with floating plants and ones that don't grow in soil. So I put the dirt in, and normally I use old gravel or sand to cap it so none of the dirt gets into the water, and so that's what I'm gonna do next. So now, since I got the capping layer on, it's not a whole lot, but it'll do. I'll add some sand. It's not the prettiest thing, it's just, what is it? Pool filter sand. It's easy, cheap, and you can get like 60 pounds for like 10 bucks. If you notice, I put a pretty thick layer of sand to make sure none of the nutrients from the dirt gets into this like water column. But I can't fill it up yet because my plant shipment is supposed to arrive tomorrow. And so now I just have to wait to plant it and fill it up. And so tomorrow I'll fill up the tanks and plant them. I just got the package in. Let's see what's in here. So I got all these plants, and so now I am gonna wash them off and float them in here since I don't have time to plant them tonight. It's actually 2 days later from the last time I recorded, and I got two Pontogen bulbs, 1 water onion, and 1 water lily bulb to see how they grow. And finally, I'm going to plant this tank and set up that tank. I decided to fill it up before I finished the rest because it's just easier and I was getting a little bit annoyed. And so let's get back to planting. I know the planting looked kind of random, but it doesn't have to be anything special. It's just for some shrimp. I'm gonna use it as a grow out tank because the shrimp will clean all the plants, and then there'll be little to no algae. And so let's see how well they grow. Also, this is not all the plants. I still am going to get some from my other tank. Over here is my main 60-gallon tank, but none of these plants are really what I'm wanting. It's what's on top is what I'm wanting. All this duckweed. So I'm gonna take a big bunch of it and put it on top of that tank that I just set up. That's 1 tank complete, and so now I'm gonna set up this little 5-gallon. It's just gonna be water, floating plants, and plants that feed from the water column. They don't actually have roots that dig into the substrate like these do. And so this is kind of an experiment to see how well each of them does. So I'll put an update and see which one does better in like a month. I filled it up, and so now I'm going to put the plants in. Back to the big tank. Time to take some more duckweed. Now since these are all filled up and ready, I'm just gonna attach the heaters and filter and let it cycle for a week, and I'll put the shrimp in. So after I was done finishing setting up my tanks, I saw a planaria going through the one that has no sand. So might be longer than a week before I can put shrimp in these. I found a small leak in this tank, but I just got some silicone from PetSmart, some of this, and as you can see, it's a little ragged, but as long as it holds water, that's what's important. Yesterday, I sealed the outside right here, but I didn't think about sealing the inside. I was just a little stressed because I needed to get the no planaria, which is what I'm gonna get. It's like a medicine, and it gets rid of the planaria in the tank that I found earlier. And so this morning I realized I should probably seal the inside, and so now I'm gonna seal the inside of the tank. So recently, within the last night, all these shrimp started dying, and I figured out it's like Visaria or something. So they all have like little white wisps. And so now I'm gonna try to take a few out and put them in a separate container and see if those survive compared to the ones already in here. So I got these two filled up with half tap water and half of the water from here. And so I'm gonna add just a tiny bit of salt and put like 3 shrimp in each of them and see how those shrimp do. So I got this tank all sealed up. It's been about 50-ish hours, and so now I'm gonna fill it up. So to complete the bottom row of the tanks I want over there, I'm gonna move this tank over here, over there, and I'm gonna take these lights and hang them up over there as well, and then I'll start putting everything together. No, it's kind of late, but I finally got these sponge filters, and so now I'm going to add them into the tanks, and hopefully tomorrow, actually, the shrimp tank will be ready here, and I'll put the shrimp in. It's a little dirty right now, but the shrimp like the algae and they'll eat it, and so hopefully tomorrow I can put the shrimp in. This is a different project I'm working on right now, but I put a few shrimp in this bowl, and this was the 5-gallon I had over on the stand, but I moved it over here because it fit better and it was easier to clean. And so I'm adding a few of these shrimp into here because this tank is cycled, and hopefully they breed and do well. Okay, so this tank is finally cycled, and so now I can use some of these shrimp and put them in here. And so I'm gonna use some crab cuisine. It's pretty much just small pellets. Put it in here and scoop out 10 to 20 of them and put them in here. And hopefully they make a big colony.